Hello all, and welcome to today's rum review. It's fairly late for my reviewing time. I usually do this around 2 or 3 o'clock so I can get the drinking in early so I can start sobering up, but it was just a kind of a busy day today. And well, let's just get straight to the review. So this will be probably the last rum review that I do from Koloa rum. Where is brightness coming from? It's coming from this way. Okay, let's turn that off there. That's adequate enough light. I don't need that thing on. Got it. Okay, so Koloa Kauai Hawaiian dark rum. And I read the label last time, so you can go and look at the white rum label if you really want to know what's on the back. It's basically about Koloa town. And so they also have a spiced rum. They have a coconut flavored rum. They have like coffee liqueur, and apparently a couple of other smaller flavors that are less well distributed. I'm probably not going to review them. I've reviewed pretty much what I want to review from this particular distillery at this time. Unless they come out with older age statements or maybe something really interesting, I'm not too particularly interested in trying something that is flavored. Just because, well, doing a taste review of something that's flavored is kind of pointless. Like coconut, either it tastes like coconut or it doesn't. Now, dark rum, as you know, most regular unaged dark rums are dark because of the addition of spices and molasses and char. I don't know exactly what they use to darken this rum, but it is generally their highest rated rum of the line. It did win an award in the past. I forget the name of the award, but it was some sort of rum award. This is made with cane sugar as opposed to molasses or pressed cane juice, so something unique about Hawaiian rum. And let's get just to this, shall we? Pouring it into a Glencairn glass here. And honestly, to tell the truth, you want to know what the best thing is? I poured this on top of like vanilla ice cream. Damn, does that taste good. So nicely dark with light, kind of sort of a reddish brown sheen to it. Let me go and see if I can bring in from the light. Not really. Let me go and try and turn this on so you guys can see perhaps from here. Not really, huh? So, fairly thick on the legs there, as you can see. You can even see the brown a little bit in the legs. Nose, big vanilla bean. Very big vanilla bean sort of smell there. If you're in the nose. Hints of light roasted coffee. Underneath that, some molasses. And maybe some hints of nutmeg as well. Despite the domination of vanilla in the nose, the palate is much more dominated by coffee-like notes, with the vanilla not really showing up into the finish. Fairly smooth. Maybe a little bit too much bite in the finish for something that's supposed to be that is as premium priced as this. And I'd say that the dark has a bit more bite than the white did. The lasting finish is slightly bitter note that I don't find too pleasing. And actually, it's not very sweet on the palate. By no means is it very dry tasting, as most rums aren't on the exceedingly dry side for a distilled liquor. But for something that has as much sweet vanilla bean, in the nose, it actually is not as sweet on the palate. You expect a little bit more molasses, not too much molasses there. Maybe a bit in that lasting finish, a bit of char as well. Though obviously not from being in barrels. But, so it goes down fairly well. Nothing really too complex. Like I said, I would say about 95% of the flavors here are vanilla. And that 95% of the vanilla is in the nose. And coffee. And most of that, 90% of that coffee is on the palate. Which makes for a very interesting contrast on the tongue and the nose. But perhaps it's a little bit on the dull side for, just sipping neat. A little bit one note for sipping neat. And the heat really doesn't add to that part of the equation too well. All in all, I'm only about 6 minutes in. And I haven't tried this with ice. I'm debating running and going and getting a cube now, but that's just going to extend the review. And my guess is just kind of go and, attenuate the flavor a little bit so that it's not as intense. But I have to say, this is really good for mixing. I've had it on vanilla ice cream. I've made a couple dark and stormies out of it, and it goes really well for that. So this is a damn good, dark rum mixer. It's kind of on the expensive side for a dark rum mixer, but it's a damn good one. Sipping neat, I don't know. On the rocks, I'm not too much of an on the rocks drinker. I've kind of done it for whiskeys to go and, the really expensive ones kind of go and give a contrast, but rum, I don't know. And what can I say about this? Well, it's good dark rum. If you're into trying made in Hawaii products, is definitely worthwhile. Does it blow me out of the water? No, but it's a pretty damn good mixer, I'd have to say. So, Koloa Kauai Dark Hawaiian Rum. That's your rum review for tonight, folks. Cheers.